Hey guys, it's Jose here, and welcome to another episode with JB Show. And today I want to talk to you guys about some of the creative ways to get 100% financing for your real estate property. So for those of you guys that don't know me, my name is Jose Baeza. I specialize in raising money for different types of entrepreneurs nationwide, and I'm here to share a strategy that's going to help those of you guys that are maybe perhaps in the process of working your real estate investment portfolio, or perhaps maybe you already have some and you would like to have additional strategies to implement so you can get more deals in under your belt. So before we get started, go ahead and click on the like, subscribe, and the notifications button so you can stay informed about some of our videos and upcoming videos. And nonetheless, let's go ahead and get started. I'm super excited to share this information with you because when it comes to real estate, there's so many different ways to raise money, and there's a lot of different costs involved, right? We have all heard that it's all about the numbers when it comes to real estate, and it truly is. It's all about the numbers. How you purchase your property, how much does it cost to hold the property, how much are your current contractors going to cost you, everything from the materials to the labor to the end of the closing costs. So we have a program where we promote 100% financing with our company called eFunding Experts. Now, how do we do this? We do it with using more of a creative method. We use our hard money DSCR loans. We use some of our private investors, hedge funds, and we can get you up to 90% of the purchase price. Sometimes we can even go up to 95% with some of the more private investors. And we need to fill in that gap so we can get 100%, right? So how do we do this? First and foremost, we get you pre-approved for the hard money side, which is the bulk of the loan. Based on your credit, which is usually at least you're going to need a 650 FICO score on your personal. And then the higher the better. The higher the credit score, the better rates and the more money that you will get. But a 650 is typically the minimum. After you get the 650 minimum, afterwards you'll typically get anywhere from the terms of 5%, which is what the rates are going for right now, all the way up to maybe 9% on interest rates. If you're doing a fix and flip, then you can get up to 90% of the purchase price and 100% of the fixing of the rehab costs. Now, back in the day when things were a lot better in terms of real estate, right? Because before the crash happened, banks were a little bit more lenient. Today, they are a little bit more concerned about you paying it back, and of course they're not going to be as lenient as before. That means that rehab budget that they're giving you, most of them will not give you the money up front. You will have to purchase the materials, do the labor, do the kitchen, do whatever it is that you need to do to rehab the property, and only then they'll typically either send someone over to inspect the property to make sure that you did the work, and then they'll refund you the money, right? They'll reimburse you. Now, that's going to take a little bit of cash in addition to your closing costs and everything else that you already have, your holding costs, right? So how we get this done is by giving you some additional money so you can also cover your closing costs and you can cover the rehab costs temporarily. And in addition to that, you'll have a little bit extra money as a cushion so you can also make your monthly payments. So Now we have up to 90% of the purchase price, 100% of the rehab, and using our alternative gap funding program, which is through our term loans and lines of credit program, you can actually get the remainder, whether it's 10%, 20%, 30%, whatever amount that you're looking for. As long as you qualify for this process, you will get the money that you need so you can have a project that's 100% financed. Now, it's not a first lien position, second lien position type of program, because the first program where it's using private money, hard money hedge fund, that's going to be backed by real estate. That's going to be backed by the property or whatever it is that you're in the process of purchasing. Now, the other type of loan that covers that gap, that's going to be unsecured. It's going to be unsecured. There will be no collateral that's needed, and more importantly, you can use it however you like. So there will not be any limits on how you can use the money. You can use it for down payment. You can use it to put that money on the rehab costs while you get reimbursed. You can also use it to purchase the property outright if we give you enough money for you to purchase a property outright. That money is given to you in the form of cash that's deposited into your bank account. And once that hits your bank account, you're free to use it however you like. Now, that's one of the strategies for 100% financing. Of course, we do have an investor on our pockets that is a very, very wealthy individual, and he'll typically do 100% financing, but it is very challenging because, of course, there's a lot of risk involved. So there has to be a bit of a relationship there for someone to really trust you and not have any skin in the game, if that makes any sense. But the fastest way to be able to get 100% financing is by using a creative method, the one that I just explained. And I would like to share that if you would like to know more information about how you can get pre-qualified for both programs so you can get access to 100% financing, you can go ahead and click on the link on this video. There is an application in there. It's not a hard pull or anything like that, so you don't have to worry about it. But there is a way for you to see whether or not you would qualify, right? All we're looking for is just to kind of see what the credit criteria looks like, giving you an idea of how much money is out there for you. And once you do that, you can go ahead and feel free to start looking for properties based on how much money you have for both the gap, which we'll call it a gap, and also the hard money, right? So it's all about the numbers. It's about getting to see what the numbers look like up front, getting to see the interest rates, the terms, the costs. Everything is given to you up front without any obligation to move forward. And I wanted to share that with you because we do get many entrepreneurs that are looking to get into real estate, but they understand that it can be a little bit nerve-wracking at first if you don't have any experience. And once you start getting into the financing part, it can be a bit scary if you're not sure what you're doing. But when you have people that know what they're doing, that you can trust, that are partners, and that can guide you, it just becomes a lot easier. So for those of you guys that are interested in learning more about this information, go ahead and feel free to go to our website at www.efundingexperts.com. And if you like to learn more about real estate, or maybe perhaps how you can get started in investing, also feel free to reach us directly at our website, www.efundingexperts.com, or feel free to send us a message. We are located here in Chicago, but we work with all types of entrepreneurs nationwide. Again, this is Jose Baeza. Looking forward to meeting you and working with you. Take care.